Good morning. This is a Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Mighty fine having you folks along. 56 degrees outside, dark skies, light rain to moderate rain this morning. Really picked up right at 7 o'clock. A little light mist earlier, but windy. Man, is it windy out there. It's going to be windy pretty much all this week.
I like the 56 degrees, though, because the last two mornings I came out here, it was far from 56. It was cold.
It was cold.
I think 30, 35.
Yeah.
I think for the overnight low, like Friday and Saturday night. Brr.
And put a little wind with that, and it's got some bite to it. Even yesterday when it was 63 for a high, it didn't really feel that warm unless you were on the backside of the barn. Because then you didn't have that wind hitting you, and you could roll up a good old cigarette and smoke it, bite off a piece of chew, and that was back in the 50s. Yeah. I'm sorry, that I don't think you want to do that these days. You ever have anybody when you were a kid try to give you a little chew off a plug?
When I was a kid, no.
Oh, okay.
No, I can't say I ever did.
Never smoke a cigar when you were little? Now, come on, be honest. I know Peg's listening.
You're putting me on the spot because I know Mom's listening. Maybe I did when I was, maybe I did. Let me say this, try to.
Yeah.
And I think it was one puff, and that was enough for me.
Had a upperclassman. Well, I was with his younger brother. And back seat of the car, and the older brother had his girlfriend up front. Mm-hmm. And where the bus barn is, across from the middle school, that was the parking lot for the students along the street as well. But that was the parking lot. And, as I remember, the older brother kind of was still, had the ducktail and the leather coat and the sleeves rolled up with the cigarette in the,
Oh, yeah.
And he was still in that phase and basically challenged us in the back seat, the two younger ones, to smoke a Raleigh cigarette.
Yeah. It usually back in those days, it began with a dare.
Yeah, it was a dare. Yeah.
Kind of.
And you know what? If we were thinking at all as human beings, even as kids, when you take that first puff and you about choke your heart out onto the seat, and you start coughing and hacking and yakking and almost maybe lose your lunch, it should tell you that it's not good for you.
Yeah.
But, peer pressure, next thing you know, unfortunately, a lot of us smoked for a while, and I think fortunately a lot of us quit. But, it's a free country. It's just that it's pretty well, like the advertising was so misleading back then, tastes like a cigarette should,
Now, see, I don't really ever remember growing up. I think the television cigarette commercials were done by the time I was kind of old enough to comprehend everything. But you probably saw plenty of that.
Winston's and all of them, that now not all, there's a lot of different cigarette companies now. Not all of them advertise on TV, but a lot of the more, known brands, I guess because they were branded and on TV, Big old cowboy looking tough, you know.
I was going to say, growing up, who didn't think the Marlboro Man was cool?
Yeah, he was cool. I think he died of cancer.
So, yeah, well...
I don't know that for sure, but...
Sitting on horseback.
Yeah, he looked pretty nice with that cigarette hanging out his mouth. Okay. By the way, folks, thanks for all your orders for night crawlers.
Man, you've had some good days for harvesting night crawlers ever since you announced this. In fact, I'll be honest, I didn't know if you would be here this morning.
Well,
I kind of expected of walking in and hearing Dave say, Brent, I gotta go harvest night crawlers. So I'm a little surprised that you're here, quite frankly, but I'm glad you are.
I am, and I haven't really harvested any yet.
Oh.
Because I'm running into some moral issues.
Oh, my.
Because I was told by someone, hey, there's a lot of kids out there with the weather we've been having that are going out and getting crawlers and selling them for income. So I kind of thought about that for a little bit, and then we, like everybody else, had a lot of receptions this weekend to take in. So I really didn't get out and harvest any of the free-range crawlers.
Well, and your thing, then I got to think, well, Dave's thing is they're fresh. So I'm like, well, if he doesn't have many orders yet, say guys who are going out or ladies who are going out fishing tomorrow or the next day, you probably haven't. I don't know. I just don't know how you do that. How are you going to handle that? Because
AI.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, AI will take care of it.
AI, right.
I did get an order from a gentleman. Rich ordered some for his free-range chickens.
Ah, there you go.
You know, free-range crawlers for free-range chickens.
Wow.
Yeah, you just throw them out and they eat them up like chicken feed.
Yeah.
So it's developing. A lot of offers, a lot of comments, different receptions that Joan and I went to. We discussed crawlers quite a bit this weekend.
Yeah, it was a conversation. The topic of conversation was brought up to me as well a couple of times when I was out and about doing the same thing this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of wonderful kids graduated this past weekend. There'll be more this weekend in some areas, and we'll be saluting. Let's see, this is the 6th. So today it's Callaway and Arcadia on KCNI, Loop City on KBBN. And then tomorrow and the next day we'll have Mullen seniors for you on both stations with the list kind of divided in half. So different Mullen students one day on one station and swapped around. And then we'll finish up with the Broken Bow seniors as we usually do. So on the news this morning, on local news, Jeremy put a story together that I think everybody's kind of paying attention to. At least we hope you are. Mitchell and Michaela Porter's new baby girl, Rayan, has, I believe, made it home from the hospital, born premature with some challenges left ahead, and they have put together different ways you can donate to these wonderful people. And I was just thinking about Rayan over the weekend and the challenging time that is ahead. But I also truly believe that knowing these kids, these young people with their new baby girl, they're thrilled about having Rayan. And Rayan's going to be a very special young lady. She's going to be a very special child and bring a lot of joy to people. And I just feel like she's going to be something else, something really special. So if you have a little extra money, you can help Mitchell and Michaela out, and they have an account set up at Nebraska State Bank to help cover current medical bills and future medical expenses, travel costs, and everyday essentials. So you can contribute there. Also, Venmo is also available at Michaela Porter website. That's at Michaela Porter Venmo. So that's available to you as well. Somehow, if you have a little extra money, I know it could be $5. It wouldn't matter what the amount is if you can help out. She was rushed to the Children's Omaha, Nebraska hospital, and I believe last we knew she was home, but then having to go back and forth, as all of you probably had some family member under those conditions, either adult or child, and it costs a lot of money to do that. So that story's on Sandhills Express. That was posted late last week and on the radio this morning. So we want to ask you to contribute if you can. There's a lot of things to do good things with, a lot of causes out there, but I think this one's ranking right up there right now to help those two young people out, and Rayan as well. All right, let's see here. Teaser.
Oh.
This is something really weird. I showed it to you yesterday, Brent, and there's...
oh, yes.
I was talking about AI,
yes.
And AI is scary. I mean, it can make us wonder what's ahead. Are we going to be taken over by robots? Are radio announcers no longer going to be needed because they can make a voice on the radio with AI? They can already do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's all sorts of questions out there, but there are some good things that are coming out of AI. Now, I know many of you who listen to KBBN know that they brought back a John Lennon song that he had written and recorded on tape many years ago, and they used AI to put that together. Paul McCartney and Ringo also then got together, and they put it all together and used their voices with John's. And I have to say, I was a little disappointed in it. I don't know how you folks feel about it, but it's okay, it's good, but I do believe if John Lennon was here, he'd say, that's not good enough. But they've put it on the radio, and we've been playing it. Now, AI, and you may have seen this on television yesterday, they had a piece on it. I didn't see it, my wife did, that they have made it so Randy Travis can sing again. And they have a new song coming out called Where That Came From. And it's a combination of things. Actually, it's all, as the way I understand it, Randy Travis's words. He wrote it, and he worked with another singer. Another singer actually sings it, and then with AI, they changed it over to Randy's voice. And I don't think you would know. If you didn't know it was helped by AI, I don't think you'd know. You heard it yesterday.
Yeah, when you hear it, you say, that's Randy Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really well done, and we're going to play that for you a little bit later on. It was featured on CBS Sunday Morning yesterday, and he's been recovering, as many of you know that are Randy Travis fans, and there's a lot of you out there, had a massive stroke in 2013 that impacted the part of his brain that controls speech and language. So he has it inside of his head. He just can't get it out very well. And he did work with a singer who recorded it, and then with AI, they put Randy's voice. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, it's almost kind of amazing.
It's amazing and creepy at the same time. But in this case, I think you're going to like it, folks. We're going to play that for you later on this morning. And let's see, school lunch menus. Let me
All right.
grab those. There we go. Arnold Schools on this May 6th is, oh yes, we're going to start seeing these, Cook's Choice.
Ansley today, school lunch menu showing chicken fry at Ansley today.
Okay, Sergeant. Pizza, green beans, fruit cup, string cheese, and milk.
At Arnold today, Cook's Choice at Arnold.
Let me get that one over. Do that one last. Loop City today, turkey dinner or Salisbury steak.
Sandhills in Dunning, country fried pork chops, scalloped potatoes and vegetable on the menu today at Sandhills.
Litchfield, Sloppy Joe's.
Moving to Cozad, some of their choices today, roast beef, quesadilla, and turkey club wrap on the menu today at Cozad.
Thedford, chicken a la king, peas, sweet potatoes, biscuits, veggie fruit bar, and milk.
Broken Bow Midland High School today made fresh scalloped potatoes and ham with dinner roll, spicy chicken sandwich, fresh baked combo sub, fajita deli wrap, and the grill station combo at Broken Bow today is a crispy chicken sandwich basket.
Gothenburg Public Schools pork roast with dinner roll, made fresh scalloped potatoes and ham with dinner roll, fresh baked ham and cheese subs, made fresh pepperoni pizza, uncrustable cheese and cracker platter. And at Anselmo Myrna today, spicy chicken sandwich, made fresh scalloped potatoes and ham with dinner roll, and fajita deli wrap. The Prairie Pioneer Center menu for today is goulash, corn, and fruit. Call them at 872-6121. Let them know you're coming to enjoy that meal. You can also use that same number to set up delivery to your home Monday through Friday. All right. There we go. Going to play the game here in just a little bit. First, we got a little music for you. And I think you're going to like this. This is the latest from K.C. Musgraves. It's called Cardinal. That's the latest from, yes, I know it doesn't sound like her, maybe country-wise, but K.C. Musgrave there with a brand new song on the Americana charts. So she's mixing it up here a little bit. This is National Nurses Day, which a lot of people know this if you've been in a hospital or a clinic, that doctors, yes, they take care of you, they fix things, they help you get through illnesses, but nurses do most of the dirty work. They are the hard-working nurses of our country, and Congress has designated May 6th as National Recognition Day for Nurses. So they did that back in 1982. It's also a start of National Nurses Week, which ends on the birth date of Florence Nightingale, who was famous for beginning nursing, and this will run on May 12th. So there you go, National Nurses Day. Melanoma Monday. Just heard a report on CBS News this morning about the number of people who end up with skin cancer. Don't forget that it causes skin cancer. It's the most common form of cancer in America, and according to a new survey, a lot of us still believe some pretty dumb myths about sun damage. A third of Americans think that having a tan makes you look healthy, while 1 out of 7 young adults think that sunscreen is more dangerous for your skin than sun exposure.
Wow, really?
Yes. Let me just say, duh. 1 in 5 Americans will likely develop skin cancer by the age of 70. And it's something that can get away from you if you don't monitor it, don't take care of it. It causes many deaths in America, so this is a day set aside for that. One I think you'll like, Willie Mays, age 93, baseball legend.
That's great. I think if I'm not mistaken, the oldest living Major League Hall of Famer, I believe.
Could be.
Willie Mays.
Yep. What a center fielder. What a player he was. He, by the way, is ranked second behind only Babe Ruth on most all-time list for loved players. So he's just a class act as well. Age 93 today, Willie Mays. If you're having a birthday, happy birthday to you. Who else do we have here today? Oh, yes, we'll have to play a little Bob Seger.
Hey, all right, I'm up for that.
Today. He's 79 today.
Really?
Yeah. Rock and roll never forgets. Neither do we. Rock and Roll Hall of Famer has sold more than 100 million records worldwide. And George Clooney. He is getting older. I guess he's still handsome. I'd have to ask Shelley or Joan, but he's 63 today. Handsome superstar, broke out in ER and went on to star in films like Up in the Air, One Fine Day. Ocean's 11 shows were fun, but he's been in a lot of other movies as well. If you're interested in professional basketball, there's only 8 teams left. So they'll get done around July sometime with the playoffs.
It's a long season.
Oh, man.
Long postseason.
Jeez.
I have to admit, I'm getting into it. I don't watch NBA during the regular season. I hardly ever watch a game. But when the playoffs hit, I have to admit, I start watching a few more.
I might watch the last game. I don't know. It just goes on and on and on. But, you know, like I know Jeremy Shipe, big Celtics fan. He loves it. There's people out there. Beanie is a big...
Yeah.
She loves professional basketball as well as I remember. Just doesn't, push the button for some folks. Anyway, 8 teams left, just so you know there's a lot of basketball left.
That's all right. That might be less than what's left in the hockey playoffs, though.
Do they go a long time?
They might be getting down to 8 too.
Are
actually,
they?
Yeah. I think the first round series are starting to wrap up there too.
I don't understand hockey. I like to watch a little bit of it, but
I watched some of it yesterday. I still don't quite understand all of the icing and offsides, where the player is compared to where the puck is. I don't quite understand all of that yet, but I do appreciate the sport. Man, to skate like that while, having a stick in your hand and passing the puck back and forth, it really is pretty amazing.
It is, and especially with about half of them have concussions.
Yeah. But you still love it when they get into a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be honest. That's why you watch hockey. You watch hockey to see if a couple of guys are just going to go at it, or someone gets slammed into the boards.
They've tried to bring that down a couple notches, but
I think they have. Yeah.
They have. But unfortunately, what they did for a while, maybe they're still doing this, they had a guy on the team who was the designated fighter. And they found that person on those teams that was designated to, be the guy in the fights actually were putting their lives very much in danger because they were having concussions about every other night because they were the one who was going to represent the fighting part of it. And I don't know if they're still doing that or not, but there have been some games this year where they've all got their gloves off and had it out. So,
what was the speaking of hockey? What was the old Paul Newman movie? Was it Slapshot?
Yeah,
Slapshot, right?
Yeah, yeah, that was something else.
That was a classic.
Lori sent in. We're doing real AI on cattle this morning. Let the breeding season begin. Moo. Thank you, Lori. That's real AI.
Yeah. When you say AI, there are a couple of different meanings there.
We're going to have the grocery cart specials for you. We're going to do those after the 8 o'clock hour.
Okay.
Because we're blabbing here again this morning and covering as many subjects as we can. So let's play the game and see if we can get a winner of a prize here this morning.
All right. For this question, we're taking you back to 1968. Which band sang the 1968 song? Do you want me to sing it or just read the title?
You know what I want, but you won't. It won't matter.
All right. Build Me Up, Buttercup. It's very hard not to start singing at least a portion of this, but I'll refrain. Who sang the song Build Me Up, Buttercup? Your choices are The Fifth Dimension, The Archies, The Four Seasons, or The Foundations. Which band sang the 1968 song Build Me Up, Buttercup? Was it The Fifth Dimension, The Archies, The Four Seasons, or The Foundations? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
My day starts right.
With Dave and Brent.
Headaches, ear ringing, neck pain, dizziness, brain fog. Is your jaw pain to blame? Pearson Physical Therapy wants to be your partner in finding out. Tension and dysfunction in the jaw and surrounding muscles can lead to a number of symptoms that disrupt your daily life. It can be hard to know who to seek out for help. We invite you to come see us at Pearson Physical Therapy to learn how your jaw dysfunction can be managed so that you can get back to not having to deal with daily aggravation. Call us at 872-5800 or stop by on West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Varney Pharmacy has the gifts you need for those extra special moms you know. And this week, gift items are 20% off. Look for the beautiful Montana Silversmith jewelry display. Other great gifts include handy Nebo bug zappers or lights, jewelry, lotions, candies, candles, and more. They are all 20% off this week. Of course, every gift needs a card. A nice selection of Mother's Day cards are on hand at Varney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow.
We have Sonia on the line. Good morning, young lady.
Good morning.
It's nice to hear your voice. I haven't run into you with I'd love to, meet in the post office again sometime. That's always fun to see you there.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
We're going to have to do that.
Yes. We should just call one another and say, let's meet in the post office and go have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that sounds great. I love coffee.
I do, too. All right. Hopefully, we can get you a prize here, Sonia. Here's Brent.
Okay, Sonia, which band sang the 1968 song Build Me Up, Buttercup? Was it The Fifth Dimension, The Archies, The Four Seasons, or The Foundations?
I'm just taking a guess because I'm not sure, but The Four Seasons?
See, that would have been my guess.
I'm sorry.
But you know what?
No, it was the first one.
No.
It says The Foundations.
I cannot believe that. Can you, Sonia?
No.
That's what's highlighted in black, The Foundations.
Oh.
I don't think so.
No, I sure didn't. I would never have guessed that.
I didn't either. I thought that was just for a joke. The Foundations. I didn't know there was a group called The Foundations.
I didn't either, but see, I was only 10 years old then.
Oh, stop it, Sonia. That's enough. Let me just do this for you.
Oh, we're going to make Sonia a winner? I love that. All right.
You guys.
Well, I'm going to have to. My wife puts these together, as you know, Sonia, and she loves research, but I didn't know there was a group called the Foundations.
I did not either.
You want me to Google it? I might be able to find the answer in 20 minutes.
Stay tuned, Sonia.
Okay.
About 8:30, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds great. Have a great day.
Come see us.
Okay, I will.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Tired of unexpected car troubles putting a misfire in your day? Introducing C&M Auto in Anselmo. For routine maintenance to major repairs of gas and diesel cars or light and heavy-duty trucks, go with C&M Auto. They boast the latest diagnostics to diagnose and fix your vehicle's issues with quick response and a very competitive labor rate. Plus emergency 24-hour service rates outside their 9 to 5 Monday through Friday hours. Call 308-749-2277 for C&M Auto, located south of Chandler's Honey off Highway 2 in Anselmo. C&M Auto.
Oh, boy.
I Googled it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it said, I Googled, who sang Build Me Up Buttercup? The Foundations.
Boy, I don't even want to go home.
I can't believe that you would have actually thought for even a millisecond that your lovely wife would have had it wrong. I can't believe that that even entered your mind.
Yeah, I may as well just see what's in the fridge here. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Global leaders expressing disappointment as Israel orders tens of thousands of Palestinians to leave the southern Gaza city of Rafah, raising the likelihood of an Israeli invasion. CBS's Rami Inocencio from Tel Aviv.
A Hamas spokesman says the militant group is still willing to keep negotiations for a permanent ceasefire, quote, with an open heart. CIA Director Bill Burns is still in this region in Doha for emergency talks with Qatar's prime minister.
Here in the U.S., pro-Palestinian protesters interrupt college commencements. Northeastern Dean Kelly Sy.
Out of respect for your community and honored guests, I ask that you let us continue with this event.
South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem begs off answering a question from CBS Mornings on whether a claim in her new book that she met with Kim Jong-un is true.
That anecdote, I've asked them to change the content and it will be removed.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Beyonce's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
In Nebraska news, Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen took his push for property tax relief on the road Friday, launching a series of town hall meetings aimed at finding the 30 to 33 legislative votes he needs for a promised special session this summer. Pillen told about 50 people at the Bellevue University he remains committed to a plan offsetting $2 billion of the $5 billion each year Nebraskans are spending on property taxes. And he said he won't stop pushing until state senators act. He's asked Nebraskans to let lawmakers know that people cannot sustain property tax loads that increase in good times and bad. He said property owners could spend $6 billion a year on property taxes in 3 years, an amount that would have doubled in a decade. His goal is still to have lawmakers pass a proposal to pull forward or front load about $750 million in already approved income tax credits for property taxes paid. He touts another $248 million in property tax relief from having the state pick up the tab on community colleges to reach the first $1 billion in property tax relief. His troubles have come in getting lawmakers to agree on where to get the second $1 billion. Pillen still would like lawmakers to consider up to a 1-cent increase in sales tax, which would raise nearly $500 million. For the rest, he would like to see the state exempt fewer items for sales tax or broaden the base. He made similar proposals leading into the spring legislative session. One Pillen target is increasing the cigarette tax, which he says is too low, and adding the sales tax to pop and candy, which he said should not qualify for an exemption as food. Lawmakers balked on passing these proposals this spring, with some opponents calling them a massive tax increase. Pillen said Friday that he won't let noise from special interests protecting tax exemptions drown out homeowners and business owners. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NBA playoffs, we had a Game 7 in Cleveland where the Cavaliers were hosting the Magic. Good start for Orlando. They had an 18-point first-half lead, but Cleveland stormed back in the third quarter, outscoring Orlando 33-15 en route to a 106-95 win. Donovan Mitchell, 39 points for Cleveland. Paolo Banchero, 38 points, 16 rebounds for Orlando. Cleveland takes that series 4-3 and advances to face the number 1 seed in the East, the Boston Celtics. NHL playoffs had a Game 7, final game of the first round. The Stars beat the Golden Knights 2-1. That's Vegas, the defending Stanley Cup champs, being ousted in the first round. For Dallas, they win the series 4-3 and advance to face the Colorado Avalanche in round number 2. And we had the opening game of round 2 with the Rangers jumping out to a 3-1 lead against the Hurricanes, holding on for a 4-3 win. Artemi Panarin's third period goal the difference. The Rangers, the number 1 seed in the East, the President's Trophy winners this season, now 5-0 this postseason.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Chance of thunderstorms today, otherwise mainly sunny skies. High temperatures reach up to 70. Southerly winds 20 to 25 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies. Tonight, chance of thunderstorms. Lows level off around 43. Highs level off around 70. Tomorrow, mainly clear. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Is your current financial advisor really listening to you or just waiting for his or her turn to talk? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
Your local Edward Jones financial advisors. And we are here, ready to listen. We want to know what's important to you. We want to learn about your goals so that together we can put you on the financial path that's right for you. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:08, 56 degrees under a cloudy sky. It is still raining out there, and the winds are still really brisk out of the southeast, 15 to 30 plus miles per hour. Barometric pressure still falling at 29.60. Humidity is at 96%. Our high yesterday, 63, overnight low of 51, sunset today at 8:41, sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:28. We did measure 200s precipitation at 7 o'clock this morning. That brings our total for the month to 1 inch 43. 56, cloudy, windy, and raining here at Broken Bow. That's a look at weather and news with the grocery cart specials for this week and beyond. Brent Apperson.
Wow, thank you, Dave.
Yes.
This is the ad for this week at the grocery cart. It runs today, May 6th through May the 12th, and right on the ad it says, Happy Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming up Sunday. Don't forget, people. And here's your ad for this week at the GK. We'll start in the meat department like we always do. Fresh 85% lean ground round, $4.38 a pound. 8-pound average Hormel Natural Choice center cut boneless pork loins, $2.48 a pound. Eye of round roast or steak, $5.28 a pound. Lean and tender pork cutlets, $2.98 a pound. The 2.5-pound bag, all natural, best choice, boneless, skinless chicken breast tenderloins, $6.98. 10-pound bag, fresh frozen Best Buy bone-in chicken hindquarters, $6.48 this week. Fairberry red hot dogs. Oh, the big 2-pound package on sale for $8.98. Land of Frost deli shaved lunch meat. The 7 and 9 ounce packages are $2.68. 40-ounce package of Daly's Family Pack smoked sliced bacon, $15.98. Oscar Mayer Basic Lunchables are on sale. Get 2 for $4. And Jimmy Dean pork sausage rolls are $4.48. Some of the other specials you'll find this week at the GK. Get Crystal Farms David's Dell Bagels, 2 packages for $4. Daisy Sour Cream, the 8-ounce tubs are $1.28. Best Choice Grated Parmesan Cheese, 8-ounce shakers are $2.88. Bluebonnet Margarine Sticks, the 1-pound box, $1.48. Best Choice Cream Cheese, 2 for $4. And Dannon Activa Yogurt, get 2 for $6. In the frozen food section, Red Baron pizzas are on sale for $4.48. Totino's Pizza Rolls, the 29-ounce packages, are $3.98. P.F. Chang's frozen meals are $6.98. Marie Callender's family size lasagna, $14.98 this week. Village Hearth hamburger hot dog buns, $2.68 for the packages. Sara Lee Classic wheat bread, $3.38. Sara Lee Classic white bread, $2.68 this week. Pillsbury cake or brownie mix, 2 boxes for $3. Frito-Lay Doritos or Ruffles, $3.98 for the bag. Hungry Jack pancake mix, $2.68. Hungry Jack pancake syrup, $3.68 this week. Planters dry roasted or cocktail peanuts, get 2 for $5. And Pringles chips, get 2 for $3. In the produce section this week at the grocery cart, red ripe strawberries, the 1-pound packages, get 2 for $5. Pints of fresh blueberries, 2 for $5. 5-pound bag of Best Choice russet potatoes, get 2 of them for $4. Bicolor sweet corn, 6 ears for $4. Pink Lady apples, $1.28 a pound this week. Dole golden pineapples, get 2 for $6. New crop Vidalia onions, $1.18 a pound. 2-pound bag of fresh carrots, $1.58. 1-pound bag of crisp red radishes, $1.78. And Super Select cucumbers or green bell peppers are on sale for 98 cents each this week. Some of the other store-wide savings you'll find at the GK. Barilla pasta, get 2 for $3. Skippy peanut butter, the 16-ounce jars, 2 for $5. Hidden Valley Ranch salad dressing, the 24-ounce bottles are $5.48. Campbell's tomato or V8 juice, $3.48 this week. Prego pasta sauce, the 24-ounce jars are on sale for $2.28. McCormick bacon bits or chips, $1.98. Hunt's tomatoes or sauce, 2 cans for $3. Best Choice pickles, the 16-ounce jars are $2.48. And Pillsbury frosting, the 16-ounce tubs are $1.78 this week at the grocery cart. Those are just some of the specials that you're going to find in this week's ad at the grocery cart in Broken Bow.
Thank you very much, Brent. We'll get our guests in from the Rotary, Broken Bow Area Rotary coming in shortly. Coming up next, brand new music from Charlie Crockett.
everything, and certainly the golf course. I assume that this is one of the topics you guys want to talk about. I think this started a few years ago. You started kind of the Rotary, the fifth one?
Yeah.
The Rotary Service Above Self Golf Tournament. Fun little tournament that you guys started, 5 years ago now. And it's coming up soon in June, right?
It is. The first year we ran it, we had to wait to promote it because we had to wait for permission from the Loop Basin Health District because we were just coming out of COVID.
Oh, I remember
and
that.
So
yes.
we had to have, everyone had to have their own individual golf cart, and it was, we had to have written permission to hold the golf tournament. So, but it was a success, and you guys came out and played, and thank you. So we were excited about it this year.
Absolutely.
You don't have to have your own individual golf cart this year.
Oh, good.
No, you can ride with a buddy.
All right, super.
We use a buddy system now.
That's good because it is a two-person scramble, so that's good that we can ride with each other again. Thank goodness.
That way you don't get lost.
Yes. Well, with some of the shots I make on the golf course, it's easy to get lost, to be honest with you, when you're out searching for a golf ball.
You know, I can always find mine because it only goes about 2 feet.
Well, that's not all bad.
You know, last year I golfed with my 6-year-old grandson, and he out-golfed me. And but it's just a fun tournament. Go ahead, Robert.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Friday, June 14th, out at the Broken Bow Country Club at 1:30 p.m., we got a shotgun start. It is a two-person scramble, $100 per team. We do have mulligans for sale. Every hole has a flag prize. And we'll also have some free will donations set up. I'll be out there grilling some burgers and hot dogs and, having some snacks for folks. But it's a good time. Last year, it was an absolute blast.
So come hungry.
Absolutely.
And come ready just to have a good time. Golfing skills are come in handy, but they're not required.
Well, I think the first year I played in it, I know many of you probably remember Gavin Higgins, who used to work here, and Gavin and I played in it. And let's just say we had a very bad day, and we were rewarded, I think, better than anybody else for our bad day. Because I believe that we received the prize, the team that had the most fun is what they called it, and that's another way to say that you had the worst score of the day. But I think we got about as big of a prize as anybody else did. So it's for any level of golfer, this particular tournament.
Absolutely.
And kudos to our local businesses who provide these incredible prizes. They're really cool. Every year, Casey Johnson, who's just this wonderful golfer, stands up and goes, usually if you go and play these types of tournaments, you might get a sleeve of balls or some tees or something. He goes, look at this table. So come out and have fun.
Absolutely. And even if you don't want to golf, just hang out up at the grill. I'll talk.
Yeah. And this is a fundraiser, right? For the Rotary, a little bit anyway.
It is. Yeah. It's meant to be a fundraiser. Yeah. We don't always succeed in that, but it's meant to be a community activity, but to have fun and to raise funds for the wonderful work that Rotary does here locally and around the world. So if you'd like to register, you can email brokenbowrotary@gmail.com.
Okay. And this is Friday, June 14th, as Robert said, shotgun start, and it's 1:30 in the afternoon. It's just a 9-hole tournament, so it's not going to take the entire day. You don't have to try to book your schedule out for a whole day or take a day off work. Just take an afternoon off and go play a round of golf.
And if you don't want to play golf, come out and have a hot dog or hamburger off the grill, and we'll have cornhole set up. So
there you go. Fun.
Just a fun afternoon.
Okay.
Robert, you kind of a grill master?
I don't know if I'd call myself a grill master, maybe grill apprentice.
That's close enough. There you go. You fix it, we'll eat it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to screw up a burger and a hot dog, but I've managed to do it. I have managed to do it.
We probably all have, but that'll be fun. Like you say, if you're not a golfer, still come out and enjoy the. It's really fun just to watch the golfers come in on 9.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Watching them out there, some of them. Winning aggressively.
Yes.
It's a good time just to watch even. So come on out, have a conversation, have a burger, and if you feel inclined to enter the tournament, we would be glad to have you.
All right. Benefits to the Rotary and
teammates.
And teammates as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of teammates, the other sheet here, how are we doing? Are we still looking for mentors?
We are absolutely still looking for mentors. We added quite a few when we had that big push, but it's really cool. We're looking for mentors to start in the fall. We did get that reading grant.
Oh, good.
Because we were
good news.
Able to beef up the program to qualify for that, and it brings in some pretty cool things to North Park School.
Okay, all right. And then I also wanted to ask you guys about
RYLA.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of touch on this because I think we still have a few slots left. And right now on the district webpage to register for RYLA, if you go there, greatplainsryla.org, you'll see that it says that registration has closed. However, we do still have some slots open, and we would be glad to have, another person join us at camp. So you can email us at brokenbowrotary@gmail.com, and that is something we can do, is go in behind the scenes and get another person added to the roster. So if you feel so inclined, RYLA, it's a great camp. It's a great opportunity.
And RYLA is for those kids just now finishing up either their sophomore or junior year of high school. It's a leadership camp, teaches anti-bullying, really broadens their perspectives for looking at how can I serve my community, how can I serve my school, my church, my family. It builds on all of those characteristics.
Is this at Maranatha around Maxwell?
It is. And you'll have to put up with me because I'll be there that week. But it's I absolutely love the week to go and spend with these high schoolers. I have a ball. They make me feel young again. But I don't do the slip and slide.
Well, it's a beautiful camp facility at Maranatha.
It's nice there.
Good time.
Yeah. All right, guys. Anything that we didn't ask you about or that we didn't talk about that you wanted to highlight this morning?
Our mission statement is just dirt simple. It's service above self. So if you are somebody who has a passion to serve others, in any, whatever capacity it is, whether you're looking at community service or service to your state or service to your country or your world, give Robert or myself a call. We'd love to talk to you about it. We're always, more hands make lighter work, and more hands mean that you can dream bigger. And so we're always dreaming big, and we'd love to have those hands to support what we're doing. And one thing we've got coming up, I almost forgot, the NCRA tour. Oh, yeah, on the 2nd. Yes, on June 2nd. We'll be serving coffee and rolls and everything in the square. Actually, muffins, because maybe cookies. I don't know. I think we're going to get a lot of goodies. And a huge shout out to our new partners. Ansley Area Rotary has now they're now chartered. They've come on board, and we're a group that's together. We're one big club between Ansley and Broken Bow together. Great. And they'll be helping on the 2nd, and so come down and visit us there. We'll have handouts, and we'd just love to show you the Iron Lung and talk Rotary.
All right, guys. Absolutely. Thanks so much for coming in. Robert, thanks for coming in, even though you were up all night.
Some coffee, and I'll be right as rain.
All right. Back to work for you then.
Yep, couple gallons of coffee.
I hear you.
3, 4.
Yeah. And I have a breakfast date with my husband.
Okay. Well, then we're all set, ready to go. We'll take a break and continue with the breakfast show.
Nebraska State Bank believes in our strong rural communities. We believe in our local ag producers and their capacity for innovation and growth. At Nebraska State Bank, we work hard to support our customers' growth, and that means growing ourselves as well. We offer a variety of banking products to make banking easier, especially during busy times, such as making payments online, signing loan documents digitally, or mobile depositing a check. These are just a few ways we can help simplify your life. Visit nesb.bank or call any of our branches to learn more about how we can make banking easier for you. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
Homeowners, landlords, and business owners of Custer County and beyond. Is your lawn begging for a makeover? Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair has the magic touch for your green oasis. A 4 or 5-step fertilizer program, sprinkler repair expertise, and top-notch aeration and mowing. Transforming your yard into a lush paradise is just a call away. Call Kyle at 308-870-0348. Serving Custer County and beyond.
Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair, where the grass is always greener.
Cattlemen, spring is here and things are starting to green up. But alongside the good green like pasture grass and trees come the bad greens, musk thistles, mullenweed, buckbrush, and other weeds. Let Aero Aviation help you get the bad green under control this spring. They use the latest in aircraft and GPS technology and crop protection products while keeping the good green in your pocket. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim today and schedule spring spraying with Aero Aviation, 872-5113.
Attention do-it-yourself enthusiasts and weekend warriors. Spring is in the air and your go-to destination for quality materials, tools, and friendly advice is right on Main Street in Ansley. Plan now so you can start right when the weather warms up. Ansley Lumber and Supply is your locally owned and operated connection for premium lumber, Benjamin Moore paint, composite decking from Armadillo and TimberTech, as well as deck railing. Don't forget that delivery is available so you can get the work started quicker. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
and animal management solutions. Let's get ready for spring with the new satellite water monitoring system from Gallagher. Check your tanks in seconds for a fraction of the cost of driving. Turn that time saved into a new fencing project. High tensile, barbed wire, metal, and pipe fencing all in stock and ready for your next project. Moline Seed and Fence, located southwest of Callaway. Give them a call today. 308-529-0781.
May is finally here, and no one is more excited than the Secret Garden. Open every day in May. Weekdays 11:30 to 4:30, Saturday 8:30 to 4:30, and Sunday 1 to 4. The Secret Garden is thrilled to be a Nebraska Passport stop this year. And when you shop with them, you'll see why. A variety of annual plants, succulents, home decor, antiques, Watkins, and more. Luke 1, verse 37 says, "For nothing will be impossible with God." The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
I love the morning show.
Wake up with us. We sound way better than this. KCNI KBBN Radio.
8:35, and our next guest, Scotty Ross, heads up the Custer Economic Development Corporation, and of course another special guest as well, Scotty, that you've brought with you once before. We're so glad that you brought Meadow back.
Yes, she's excited to be back.
Well,
and she brought fruit snacks.
Oh, that's nice.
So.
She seems to be enjoying those fruit snacks. Are they good? Yep.
They're
okay.
Good fruit snack.
All right. Well, enjoy. So let's talk about economic development. Whatever activities you want to bring up today, Scotty. What's going on?
Well, the summer season is quickly approaching, so we're planning for so many activities. One that's at the front of my list is the Home NE seminar. The spring gathering is going to be hosted here in Custer County this year.
Can you kind of explain that to the listener what that is?
Sure. Home NE, like Home Nebraska. It's a group of people from across the state who are involved in housing development. So, it's kind of headed up by the South Central Economic Development District, but they host it outside of their district, obviously. Last year we went to Central City, saw everything that they're doing with their rural workforce housing fund over there and all the different ways that they've incentivized growth, not only in housing but different areas. They obviously have a really cool school over there that they did with some grant funds. They actually hosted the gathering at the school. And so that was fun, and I've mostly been working with Lori Ferguson, who's from Custer County originally, and so she's excited. She said Custer County is turning out amazing numbers, so lots of people excited to see what we've got going on here.
Okay, yeah, that's always fun to get a pat on the back once in a while, right?
Yeah. If they want to come to your area, that obviously means you're doing some things right.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to go to Kincaider, so we're going to start in Ansley, kind of tour around what that housing group has done for development over there, and then have some lunch and have a few speakers talk about different ways we've been developing at Kincaider. And then I think after lunch, we'll tour some things that are going on in Broken Bow and then head to Callaway.
Okay. Sounds like a fun and informative get-together.
Yeah.
Nice that they're doing it here. Speaking of housing, we were taking a little cruise yesterday, and everybody was running around our different communities that had graduations this weekend, and we noticed there's some heavy equipment up.
Yes.
East of the hospital at the division up there. Looks like you might be getting close to turning some dirt there.
Yeah, I noticed that too when I went up to Anna Chancellor's reception. I asked Matt if that was his backhoe or if that was for me, and he assured me it was for me. So getting ready to move some dirt up there at Eagle Crest and start on that infrastructure project over there. So that's exciting.
Yeah. For those maybe that haven't been following that development, kind of give us what that will end up being.
Right. So there's about 14 acres that CEDC owns. We bought it from Adams Land and Cattle. And it's going to be kind of the dirt work will level it off, and it'll end up being 31 lots for housing development. and we will be offering them for sale. We're doing the infrastructure through TIF financing, partnering with the city of Broken Bow on that, which makes the lots able to be sold at a much more affordable price. So whether that's incentivizing development, whether that's being sold privately, we haven't got all the details worked out there yet. But if there's some demand for people who want to build homes privately, I'd like to meet that demand first before we start just building homes out on spec. And I think there's a lot of people in this town that are looking to build a home. They just can't necessarily find a place to do it. I'd like to work with our local contractors and have a contract signed for the home to be built. There are timelines that need to be met with that TIF financing so that, because it's paid back by your tax dollars. So I want to make sure people have their home built within a reasonable time so they don't get themselves into a crunch with that.
One of the beautiful things about people taking advantage of that, I would think, is I was talking with, I would call them the developers from Ansley, part of the team down there. And, when you make those spec homes, you build those spec homes, you kind of have to figure, well, how much can we build that will attract the buyer in the price range that works. If they build their own, they just build what they want right on that lot.
Right.
Not that the spec homes aren't wonderful, but you don't have that little challenge.
Exactly. And they've got one for sale right now that's, for some reason it's just not what somebody wants particularly yet. And so there is always, a little bit of risk there. You're wondering if you're hitting the right niche for what people are looking for. Is it, a retired home, or is it a home for a family? Do they have, how many kids do they have? Just what people are looking for. So I had a nice meeting with Anna Martin the other day with the Housing Authority. She's the director there, and we were talking about ways to address the affordable housing shortage in Custer County, not just Broken Bow, but the problem is the most recent housing study that we have here is from 2018, which is before COVID, and I think it's probably time to do another one. But at that time, it showed a shortage of starter homes around that $100,000 range.
Yeah,
you can't build a house for that.
You cannot.
It's just not possible, and so. What we are doing here is taking an economic approach on I say we, like CEDC, where you increase supply and then you start meeting that demand, and people are moving into, the $300,000 and $400,000 homes, but they're moving out of, a $150,000 or $200,000 home, and then people are moving into that home from a rental unit, and so by increasing supply, you are still addressing that affordable housing issue. Sorry, Meadow feels like she has something to say, or I don't know, she's really interested in this microphone. You might hear from her today.
That's great, and it just seems like kids, sooner or later, they're going to get a hold of that mic. I was watching a end of a golf tournament yesterday on TV, and the dad had about Meadow's age in his arms, and before it was over with, his son got a hold of the interviewer's mic. It's just one of those things. We're used to that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We're headed to a pediatric dentist appointment in Kearney after this today, and so I thought, we'll just bring her in.
Meadow's welcome anytime. Just bring your goodies and come on in.
Yeah.
One last question, and then you're kind of on a time schedule here, so we don't want to hold you up. You're talking about new homes and trying to hit that price point and, affordable housing. And I know you've got some programs, or did have some programs. Maybe you can update us on that, on existing properties that are out there, fix-up projects, and that sort of thing. Is there still money available for that, or is that gone now?
I'll tell you, I think that's pretty much all committed at this point. I think there's around... So those forgivable loans is what they're called for owner-occupied rehab through the Community Development Block Grant that Custer County got way back. And they've been repurposed a few different times. We used them for business loans for a while. Now we're using them for these OOR loans, forgivable loans at $25,000 a piece. Of course, there's government stipulations that come with it. That's what I always tell people. There's no such thing as free money, but... it is a great program, and it's been very popular. So I am hoping to, once we get that one wrapped up, to get something in place after that, whether it's, of course, I always like to go with private funds because there's less strings attached. But if it ends up looking like we apply for another CDBG grant or something, that's fine. But I think there's a lot of demand for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Improving. And that's also an option with our Rural Workforce Housing Fund. It has to go through a state licensed contractor, but you can use our Rural Workforce Housing Funds. They're not a forgivable loan, but it's a low interest loan to improve rental properties or, homes to be purchased. So.
Yeah, and I know you probably like to see developments happen that even you're not involved in with Economic Development Group. I know Myers's are putting up some, they're working up in the north side of town with another project. Those kind of things are pretty cool to see where it's actually coming out of, just the business world. So
it is, and that's one thing that I learned at the Home NE gathering last year was they've really noticed that too with their Rural Workforce Housing Fund is development spurs development. Mm-hmm. When you get the ball rolling, it seems like everybody kind of sees how successful that's been and they reach out and try some projects of their own. So
okay. Last but not least, you mentioned on the phone to me the other day that you have an intern that's coming in the near future to help you this summer.
I do. She's starting next Monday. Her name's Hannah, and I'm really excited to have her. She's a communications major at Wayne State, so she's just wrapping up her sophomore year, and so I have big plans for her this summer. Working on our website. I told her I'm going to keep wheels underneath of her. I want her at all the different events, taking pictures, kind of getting a snapshot of what life in Custer County looks like, because we really want our website to look like that. Not just places, but people and events and things like that. And of course, there's always a lot of things going on in the summertime around here. So
never stops. And Mackenzie is still used to being a mom, I assume.
Yeah, she is, and moving into a new house while she's at it.
Oh my goodness!
They purchased a home, so we're excited for them, and I hear from her every once in a while. Sorry.
Fine.
And so yeah, she's in the process of the home that she bought needed a little bit of work, so they're kind of fixing that house up before they move into it, and nursing a baby while she's all at it, and super mom.
Yes.
I'm not surprised though.
No, I'm not either. Multitasker. All right. Anything that we didn't ask you about that you wanted to talk about today?
Well, other than, the barn's getting ready to open here after Memorial Day. We're still looking for some volunteers to take a corner of the square to help Rick Moss out, just keeping things weeded and beautiful in our town square and at the signs at the north, south, east, and west parts of town. So if you have a desire to keep Broken Bow beautiful and you don't mind pulling a few weeds, get a hold of me or Stephanie at the chamber.
All right. Thank you, Scotty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matto. We'll take a break.
Cattle producers, AeroSeed is your one-stop shop for power fencing needs. AeroSeed has all the supplies, including high-tensile wire, posts, insulators, and energizers to build or replace a solar, electric, or battery-operated system. They offer products from Gallagher, the most practical, affordable, and dependable range of animal management systems on the market. Should anything ever go wrong with your Gallagher Energizer, you won't have to send it off somewhere to be repaired. Most often it can be repaired right at AeroSeed. Get your Gallagher power fence and supplies from AeroSeed on North 10th Avenue, Broken Bow.
Is there anything better than getting rewarded? Let us ask you this. How many reward apps do you currently have on your phone? Are you 2 purchases away from that free coffee or maybe a sandwich?
moms, grandmas, or any motherly figure in your life to give them on Mother's Day, which is coming up on Sunday. So get your gifts now if you haven't already, and you can find what you need at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. They have some beautiful Consuela handbags. The spring items and florals are in. Some fun yard decor, fun pickleball sets if mom's into pickleball. Fresh baked goods, too. Every week they have a Customer of the Week, too. So stop in and give yourself a chance at a free beverage and become Customer of the Week at Brubaker's in Arnold. Remember, cards are in stock, too, for every occasion. They have some great cards at Brubaker's, so check out their card selection at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, where coffee with a friend is always a good idea.
Nebraska Land Hearing Center here in downtown Broken Bow has now acquired the ability to bring you the latest in technology for hearing aids, the new Genesis AI technology. Better hearing never sounded so good. There's styles also that are comfortable and barely noticeable. They're waterproof, sweat-proof, everyday-proof, and when used with the MyStarkey app, deliver more benefits like health monitoring and fall detection. That's also a part of that hookup with the app, so that's very, very good. Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 35 years experience right here in Broken Bow. And here you'll find a dependable service right here in town, free hearing evaluation, free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, extended discounts for buying local, pricing available in all budgets and technology, and probably one of the most important things is free follow-up care and office visits after you purchase the hearing aids. Call 308-384-3852 to make an appointment, located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building. And if she is not there, they'll write down your visit, and Roxanne will get back to you, or you can call that number. And she is always really good about getting back to you to set up an appointment. That number again is 308-384-3852. Bob Seeger's 79 years old today. Happy birthday to Bob Seeger.
872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteenpt.com.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Special Report. Weeks of demonstrations at Columbia University have just given way to a change of plans for graduating students. CBS New York's Cindy Hsu.
In the wake of the pro-Palestinian protests on campus, the school has announced that instead of one large graduation, the class of 2024 will graduate in smaller ceremonies. A university official tells us security concerns are one of the main reasons behind the school's decision. Between Friday, May 10th and Thursday, May 16th, Columbia will host more than 30 graduation ceremonies.
The news comes as Israel's military begins carrying out airstrikes in the southern Gaza city of Rafah. Earlier today, the IDF defied international pressure, warning 100,000 Palestinians to leave. The White House says President Biden will speak with Prime Minister Netanyahu by phone today. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NBA playoffs, we had a Game 7 in Cleveland where the Cavaliers were hosting the Magic. Good start for Orlando. They had an 18-point first-half lead, but Cleveland stormed back in the third quarter, outscoring Orlando 33-15 en route to a 106-95 win. Donovan Mitchell, 39 points for Cleveland. Paolo Banchero, 38 points, 16 rebounds for Orlando. Cleveland takes that series 4-3 and advances to face the number 1 seed in the East, the Boston Celtics. NHL playoffs had a Game 7, final game of the first round. The Stars beat the Golden Knights 2-1. That's Vegas, the defending Stanley Cup champs, being ousted in the first round. For Dallas, they win the series 4-3 and advance to face the Colorado Avalanche in round number 2. And we had the opening game of round 2 with the Rangers jumping out to a 3-1 lead against the Hurricanes, holding on for a 4-3 win. Artemi Panarin's third period goal, the difference. The Rangers, the number 1 seed in the East, the President's Trophy winners this season, now 5-0 this postseason.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Chance of thunderstorms today, otherwise mainly sunny skies. High temperatures reach up to 70. Southerly winds 20 to 25 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies. Tonight, chance of thunderstorms, lows level off around 43. Highs level off around 70. Tomorrow, mainly clear. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Can you say with 100% certainty that you have a comfortable amount of insurance coverage for your home, auto, business, farm, or ranch? Hi, this is Chip with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. With time comes change, and with life comes unpredictability. That's why we're here for you and look forward to helping. Stop and see us in Callaway or call 308-836-2201 for Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
A message from Varney Pharmacy. We have recently become aware that some of our patients have been receiving letters from Express Scripts regarding the termination of our business relationship with them and how it might affect your prescription medication coverage. Let us assure you that our relationship with Express Scripts remains strong and will be continuing into the future without disruption, as we have recently completed their extensive recertification process. What this means for you is that you will see no disruptions or changes in your current coverages here at Varney Pharmacy. We understand that you may have questions and concerns, and we would be happy to visit with you about them. Please drop by or give us a call. As always, thank you for your business and support. We look forward to continue serving your healthcare needs now and into the future. Marge and the team at Varney Pharmacy.
9:05, 56 degrees, cloudy skies. It's really dark out there right now. I don't believe it's raining. I just stepped out back. Winds are out of the southeast, 15 to 25 miles per hour. We've had gusts up to near 40 reported out at the Provoking Airport this morning. Barometric pressures at 29.58 and still falling. Humidity at 96%. High yesterday was 63, overnight low of 51. 200s precipitation measured as of 7 o'clock this morning. Our total for the month, an inch 43. Well, I stumbled onto a song yesterday by Johnny Cash that I don't remember, and it's on the Americana charts, actually. Let's take a listen. Johnny Cash, well, all right.
That's good. That's Johnny Cash, man.
Hadn't heard that one before. Maybe some of you out there.
It didn't give a year with it, did it?
No, it just popped onto the Americana charts.
Yeah, I'm just curious when he may have done that.
We could probably find out, but let's don't.
Okay, let's
don't
not
ruin it.
Hey, I do want to recognize here this morning one of the really amazing events that has happened in American history, really. 26 years ago today, Kerry Wood of the Chicago Cubs struck out 20 batters. An amazing event in American history that happened 26 years ago today.
Oh, ready?
20. He struck out 20.
Thank you, Brent. I'm sure that will live on in history. Probably changed a lot of people's lives out there.
It changed mine.
Well, what we're going to talk about next may change Randy Travis's life. If you caught the CBS Sunday morning show yesterday, you know that Randy Travis is out with new music, in a sense, with a song called Where That Came From. Sounds exactly like Country Music Hall of Famer, actually made with artificial intelligence and a surrogate singer. However, Randy and his production team oversaw the making of the song, and they admitted to CBS that they may not have any other new music for a while since they've not been able to replicate the process. Randy has been recovering from that stroke in 2013. I think an award show, he might have sang a little piece of Amazing Grace and got a standing ovation and a lot of tears. But he's not been able to perform because everything is okay in his brain, but the stroke affected the speech, which often it does, and so it's hard to get those words out. And so AI has allowed a song to be made, released by Randy Travis. It's kind of weird. Somebody else sang it, and then they put the artificial intelligence to work. And here it is on KCNI, KBBN on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. back to you. Let me ask you a question. Well, let me read the story first. A Tennessee man is facing legal trouble for shooting at an 18-year-old pizza delivery driver who accidentally parked in his driveway. When Caden Wheeler realized the food was for the neighbor, he went next door to drop it off. As he returned, Caden was greeted by gunfire from 32-year-old Ryan Babcock. While none of the 7 shots hit him, several hit his car. Ryan says he thought the teen was trying to steal his vehicle when he looked outside using his doorbell camera. Okay, didn't walk out, didn't really take a look. He looked on his doorbell camera, thought somebody was stealing his car, and grabbed his firearm and went out and shot 7 times at the pizza boy. He's been charged with aggravated assault, but Caden and his family want him charged with attempted murder.
Wow. I don't know how to respond to that one.
We'll be right back.
Getting ready to take on spring? Take on the work with Steel. Lightweight and maneuverable, the Steel MS-162 chainsaw is as powerful as it is easy to use. Whether you're tackling spring cleanup or prepping firewood for fall, get to work with Steel. Right now, you can save $20 on the gas-powered MS-162 chainsaw. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Offer valid for a limited time only while supplies last. See participating dealer for details.
World Pork Expo is back in Des Moines, June 5th and 6th at the Iowa State Fairgrounds. Network with industry professionals, attend valuable educational seminars, and explore the latest products from hundreds of vendors. Mark your calendars for 2 days full of events, and don't forget to grab your free lunch at the Big Grill each day. This is more than an expo. It's where the pork world comes together. Learn more at worldpork.org.
9:20. A programming note. Tomorrow at 2:30 or thereabouts, right in the 2:30 mark, on KCNI, Jan Dobish will be featured. She is running for District 4, Custer County Supervisor seat. And Jan came in and we recorded an interview just a while back that will be played right around 2:30 tomorrow on KCNI. It is Jan's real voice. It's not AI.
Yes.
So don't worry about that.
Oh, man, we're not going to get to the point where we have to distinguish, are we? Where, what you just did? Are we going to get to that point in radio where we have to announce that this is their real voice or this is artificial intelligence? Are we going to have to do that disclaimer
I don't know.
someday? Man, I hope not.
It could happen. As a matter of fact, Patsy's been listening, and she says, I think Johnny Cash's song you just played is AI.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah. Could be. Yeah.
Now, this song, I guarantee you, is not AI.
Okay.
But it is a cover of Tom Petty. And I think you're going to like it. It's not AI. It's Chris Stapleton.
Mr. Stapleton right there. Woo!
Yeah, that's not AI, folks. That's
oh man,
Chris Stapleton cutting loose. Man,
was that a Tom Petty song?
Yeah, I'll just give you a little sample of it here. You'll recognize it, I think.
Okay. For track and field competition. It's district week, and so you got a lot of area athletes who will be trying to qualify for the state track and field championships, which will be next week at Burke Stadium in Omaha. We will be in Aurora for you tomorrow. That's where Broken Bow will be as they compete in the B5 District Track and Field Championships. We'll be in Aurora to give you live updates and reports and keep you updated on who's qualifying for state. We'll be there tomorrow. You can hear those reports hourly on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. We'll start in the 11 a.m. hour and be on the air with you through the remainder of the district meet. That'll be tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, May 8th, we're going to travel to Paxton for the D8 district competition, where a lot of our area teams will be competing, and we'll have live hourly updates of that district track and field meet for you as well, coming up on Wednesday as area athletes try to qualify for the state championships. Those are the two meets we'll be at live to cover for you, and then we have a few other schools that will be in different meets as well, and we'll try to keep you updated on all of that through sandhillsexpress.com as we go through the week.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. Folks, thanks for listening. We're going to close with Chris Stapleton and kind of show you that it's not AI, but it is a variety that Chris Stapleton can play, both on things that he writes and produces himself and covers, as you've just heard. But this is one that kind of shows you the other side of Chris Stapleton on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Have yourself a great day. Thanks, Brent.